weekends before last, I was in transit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took our country.
And so it feels like treading water.
Yeah,
I have to kind of found it every year a little more difficult.
17 hours, a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's fluctuated a little bit. One time we had like 50 people. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's see, 1 year we actually did a little bit like upstage as well. Like around the band.
I'm standing right next to the stage, staring at it, I'm watching you
Even
play.
down like
This is nuts, right? And as the concert went on,
Lead agency is like it in here.
I don't have two monkeys.
then the other years it's a really small show.
It's not because I don't like you, I just might have to sneak out.
Okay.
They have, that's it.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. I really appreciate y'all being here for this special Golden Hour screening, which we've imaginatively titled 9 Stories, 1 Film. So this was a portfolio project in my Sound Design 2 class last semester. And if I haven't introduced myself to you, do I know everyone here? I think just about, but in case not, my name is Mark Milhone. I should have started there. Mark Milhone, I'm an associate professor here at Isaacson, teaching in digital media and integrated media. And when I teach, I'm a huge fan of project-based learning, and I try to tailor the projects that we do so they align with student interests and enthusiasms. So on the first day of Sound Design 2, when I sat down, my question was, you know, we can take sound design in a lot of different directions. You know, what are you really excited to do? And they said, we'd like to do sound design for film. And I said, great, who's got a film that needs a sound design? And then it was crickets, because they do all of their production in the spring. They didn't have any productions happening in the fall. So I said, well, if you want to do sound design for film, then maybe we better make a film. And rather than have each 9 of them make their own film, where we would never get to the sound design, I said, why don't we make 1 film? And why don't we see if we can make this not only a learning opportunity for you, but also sort of an exploration of the power of audio design to really shape what we think of as a visual medium. So you're going to see the same film, at least the visual part of it, 9 times. It's 4.5 minutes long. And then you're going to see 9 different visions from each one of the filmmakers, you know, sound designers in the class, of their unique sound design for this project. And they took it in wildly different directions, different genres. Some of them really saw it as, this is a short film in and of itself. Other people saw it as a segment from a feature film, a larger narrative. So there may be some moments where you'll be less than fully clear exactly what's happening in the story, but I would invite you to really try to attune yourself to watching this with your ears. Really noticing how the audio environments get created and how they help to shape your experience of the story. So the last thing which I'll say before we just started is that essentially we shot this all what they call MOS, without sound. So everything that you're hearing was something that was created in post-production, which is the way that audio really happens. But it's just kind of a novel thing to sort of see how the sausage gets made. Which is maybe not the best metaphor to end on. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. This will be about 40-ish minutes, and then we'll have a minute or 2 to talk with you and answer some questions. Thank you again for being here.
Hey, babe. Please, please, please don't be mad at me. I'm gonna be a little late. I know. I know I said I wouldn't do this on Christmas. It's just, I got stuck training this little girl. The pay bump I'm getting is good, so I'm sorry. Keep that turkey warm for me, okay?
Hey, I've, tried to call you back. Just let me know if you're coming home. I got the turkey ready for you. So, would you like to proceed, madam?
Yes. I can follow you right now. Just get it done before I fucking come home.
Breaking news. A young couple has just been found murdered inside their own home in the south side of New Lauderdale. No suspects as of now, but the authorities have confirmed that the couple was executed at gunpoint by a home intruder. I'm standing here in front of the doorstep, and let me tell you, it is a dark Christmas Eve here tonight. And for the couple that has fallen victim to this travesty, may God have mercy on their souls. So, would you like to proceed, sir? Yes. I'll let you know when she gets home. I want to watch.
God, I hope this reaches him in time. Look, David, we need to talk. There's not much time. Just meet me at St. Elizabeth's on the 3rd floor. And bring the papers, please. Preferably signed.
Today is one of the cheapest travel days. Go somewhere tropical or maybe check in on a family member. Hope you're prepared to wait in line though.
It's over.
Please, preferably signed. The doctors told me what I had, and I knew our kid didn't have a shot. So cheers, David. Thanks for nothing.
No one knows exactly how serious this threat could be to inoculate every man, woman, and child in the United States during the 3-month period from September to November of this year. for the production of sufficient vaccine.
Do you have it?
Have you heard what's happening? Do we have anything to do with this?
Where is the package?
Yes. What is all this for? Are we the cause?
Calm down. Don't concern yourself with this nonsense.
Do you know what this is doing to people?
We cannot afford to take a chance with the health of our nation.
He's been hunting me for 2 years now. No one has seen him in months. The world hasn't been the same since I got that recording.
Hello. I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week.
Sometimes I wonder if he's still out there looking for me or looking for her. Sometimes I wonder if there's anybody still out there. Ever since I got that recording, he's been looking for us. That's why we have to try to stop him. So we can stop hiding. So we can stop living in fear. I know he will come for us, but we have to try. I wonder if she remembers the last time I saw her. I always wondered if she knew. I had a suspicion she did. That's why I had to kill her.
Are you okay? Are you really fine? I mean, you know it's okay to feel a little off sometimes. It's alright that you don't want to smile. You don't need to explain bad moments away. We all get it.
The day she sent me this tape, I knew that I had to do it. The 8 years of thoughts and night terrors haunt my life to this day, but I want to repair it all with her. Now that I'm finally safe and assimilated, I can finally call all of this worth it. I was practically homeless for about 2 years after I faked my death. I was picked up by an old friend in Washington after sneaking out of the ship they used to supply the army with. It was coming back from a shipment to the base that I was located at. I was being used to end innocent lives, and this realization made me consider doing something right. As soon as that tape came in and I heard her response to all the letters I sent her, I knew that I needed to get out of there because I had someone to go home to. I eavesdropped on our future battle plans and decided to stage my death upon our next deployment. I put all of my on-person belongings in a house rigged with C4 and blued from afar. I ran like hell for miles in the desert and finally made it back to the camp where I grabbed the tape and snuck onto the ship. And now, after traveling from Washington back to Texas and rebuilding myself from the bottom up as a new person, I am ready to meet up with my high school sweetheart, the love of my life, the only woman I want to build my future with. I sent her an email a while back ask me if she was interested in having a meeting to get an executive position at the place her and I had a first date at. Hopefully she'll see that it's a message from me in some way, or at least be interested in the job. I wonder how her life has changed since she last cried in my arms as I kissed her goodbye. Her arms wrapping around me turned into a bulletproof vest filled with magazines. Her delicate whispers in my ear turned into the screams of civilians just like her. It all entropies in my mind, like a big whirlpool of thoughts, each ripple in the water representing past memories traveling down a drain. And the only thing that soothes the pain is the very person I gave up to fight for nothing. The tape was the only thing I still had from her. I listened to it at least once per day because it gave me the drive to make it to the next one. I sat down and waited anxiously for her to show. I don't even know where to begin when I finally get to speak to her again, but I know that I can do this. I'm finally ready to see her again. This is all so surreal. The nostalgia of this place is almost overwhelming within itself. Seeing the renovations they've made to this place makes me miss the early stages of our relationship even more. Learning each and every intricate detail about each other's personality. Every laugh, every smile, every time we've needed reassurance and pushed each other to work harder for a future together. It's all a constant reminder to be grateful for everything that I have. I still don't see her. It's 4 minutes past 2:30. I think I need to look around for her. Aubrey? When she told me, I didn't know if I could believe her. My heart dropped into the pits of my being and my world shattered on the ground in front of me. It was only further confirmed when I saw the ring on her finger. She told me that she started seeing people 2 years after she found out that I was dead. She said that she had been married to this man for 3 years at this point. She said that she needs to continue on her path in life without me. Everything that meant something to me. Everything that was going to make it worth it. Everything that was going to supplement my trauma and tell me that I'm not a terrible person for what I've done with my 2 hands is now unattainable. I lost, and the day that I let her go for the very first time would be the last time that I would be able to see myself as a whole. I sacrificed everything for her. In the end, I still want her to be happy. I'm just not sure what to do with myself anymore.
Hey, Scotty. God, I hope this tape reaches you. I'm sorry I've been in hiding. Some big things are going down. You're the closest thing I have to family, Scotty. I'm just sorry I've been so cute.
On charges of abuse. This couple has been a foster family for over 30 years, hosting an unknown number of children during that time. This is devastating to the foster care community. We will keep you updated as the story unfolds.
people are meeting up for coffee or something like that. I'm super excited to hang with my big bro, and when I get to our meetup spot, you're not there. I missed you somehow, and I am so sad. And then I hear you laughing and call my name. And I look over my shoulder, and there you are. It's such a simple dream, but it makes me so happy. And then I wake up. You've probably already heard on the news that they arrested those bastards that were doing all that fucked up shit to us and the others. Yeah, I turned them in with enough evidence to put them away forever. I thought doing this would help. I thought it would make me whole somehow. But the nightmare is inside of me. I'm sorry I'm too chicken shit to see you, but I wanted you to know that I love you, and I'm sorry.
To the family of Mary, I want to start by saying that I'm truly sorry for the loss of you suffered. I'm sure that I'm the last person to hear. When this tape reaches you, I will be long gone, and there's no need to come find me. The last time I saw Mary, this is cheesy, but I wanted to go where we first met. There's this older cathedral not too far from town. We both liked the songs that Sour played. There's this story about how the clock would play music each quarter of the day, or at least it would, until the ranchers nearby wanted the church to stop playing in the middle of the night. So the bells just rang in the morning. And I've paid close attention to its ticking ever since. I was particular about showing up before 6, so we could catch the morning bells. To be honest, I hoped the bells would remind her of how things used to be. That we could keep moving forward. That old clocks could keep running. I'm sure you know that me and Mary fought a lot, and the worst being the most recent. And it was always the same argument, too. I didn't understand her issues or what I was doing wrong, you know, but she brought it up so much. Everything was coming together in these moments. I mean, we were made to spend more time together. I thought. She didn't feel the same way though, you know? The ticking was bothering me. It stopped feeling like this monument of the time we still had. And the time we had left, I knew that it was starting to run out. It kept me up almost every night. I just wanted the ticking to stop. The more I thought about it, the more irritating it became. Rusted gears forcing to make the same rotations over and over again. A bell losing bits of itself every time the hammer came crashing down into it. That's what she was, wasn't she? A repeating broken mess. a broken mess that kept ticking in the back of my head over and over again. It was pathetic. When I killed her, the ticking finally stopped. It was liberating.
Going insane. Hear anything is really. It won't fix anything. You need to turn back. You can't run from this. Once you do this, there's no going back. You'd really rather kill your best friend than die. You're so stupidly selfish. Emily. Are you really gonna do this to her? You don't have the guts.
Hello, and again, welcome to Binary. Your optimal life awaits. Isn't it exciting? First things first, you should go for a drive. Fresh air and natural life have exceptional health benefits, don't you know? Plus, I think it's finally time you give me some hair. Look at you, cruising down the road majestically. What if I take a left? There's no need to decide where you want to go anymore. Allow me. We'll be at my chambers soon. She's headed there now. Aren't you excited to share this with your friend? Everything will be so perfect. Oh good, you made it. Let's wait for her.
Hello. Where are you? I know you're there. I can feel you here.
Just think, the last
You're not even going the right way.
every animal, every
Human, in perfect harmony.
you can't save it. Joining the binary is the only way you can be together. Your wife is just as much of a lunatic as I remember.
You should have turned left before.
She's a relic of the past. Embrace the
Binary.
and Celia will fade away.
Wait.
How are you doing that?
Celia.
Is that you?
Yeah, there must have been a glitch.
I didn't think that was possible.
It said your name and I just... How do we stop this?
All we have to do is remind everyone.
Do you really think we could pull that off?
You cannot escape the binary. I am eternal.
Hello, and again, welcome to humanity. If you're listening to this tape, then you have just woken up, and you have a lot to remember.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for being here, and apologies to Rebecca Sipe. I did a quick compile of all of the videos so that I could play them together, and didn't realize that she had exported hers as 4K, and so it kind of chopped down the image a little bit. So apologies for that. what questions could I answer for you, or just what was that like for you as a viewer? Yeah.
Really, really cool. Did they all, so you all, so you all shot the film in the class as well?
Yeah.
And so did one person edit it, or did they all edit it, or how did that work?
How that worked was, it seemed like there was a desire for the students to get like hands-on experience with like narrative filmmaking. So everyone had an opportunity to direct different scenes. So we had a rotation. So, you know, this person was the director for this part, and then this person was the DP, and we kind of rotated through all of the different positions for everyone. And then there was also certain responsibilities that people had to the production as a whole. So James Marrero, you know, did the job of, you know, compiling the edit, and he did some really lovely kind of sound, like just sort of special effects work and color correction. So it was designed to be as much a collaborative work process as possible, so that everyone got a chance to learn all the different positions.
Really cool. Really liked it. Very unique.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was curious about the story aspects and the same, like, you know, how was the story put together, or the boards or whatever as well?
Yeah, it was sort of a collaborative process. So once we arrived at, okay, we're going to need to make a film, then I sort of, you know, pitched them on the idea of essentially a contentless film, and explained to them, you know, the more of it's kind of content free, the more you get a chance to define it through your sound design. And then I said, if there's things that you want in this movie, and that might be a particular shot that they had fallen in love with, or you know, some narrative element, you know, they all kind of tossed their suggestions into a hat. And I looked at this from the perspective of a screenwriter, thinking, you know, if we're going to connect all these dots and have it make some sort of sense, this is a big ask for someone who isn't an experienced writer. So I kind of took all their contributions and wrote up the contentless script, which was a lot harder than I was expecting, because usually, you know, you have a clear event of what's going on, and so to come up with things that would be eventful without being really defined was a fun challenge. Yeah.
There are a million things I want to say about this. I think it was really interesting. I think it'd be interesting to go back to see the first one again, when we were kind of figuring out what was going on.
Right.
After we put together that gestalt and scheme through the others. I thought it was really interesting to see how the students dealt with the little nuances of the relationship, and things such as facial expressions, and little things that connected in some videos and didn't connect in others, largely because of the sound.
Right.
And whatever student chose to put shares, if I could turn back time, that little 2-second snippet right there when he's turning onto the other road, narratively worked brilliantly, because that little nugget right there spoke to the relationship that the narrative was attempting to get at. So those little nuances I thought were really, really interesting.
Yeah, it was fun to kind of write the script to kind of make it sort of like a game for them, because I said, you know, there's going to be this moment where, based upon a sound cue, a person turns left or right in his case, or she decides it's time to get up from her coffee break, or it's time to go this way, not that way. And so I tried to make all of those sort of decisive moments be sound cue based, and then they had to kind of come up with really the story. You know, they had to kind of do not just sound design, but really story design to connect all those dots. And I thought some of the things they came up with were just like so novel and fun.
Yeah.
Are any of the student producers here today?
Strangely, no.
I was just curious about what they thought of each other's narratives, because I'm sure they spent a lot of time thinking about how to flesh out the story arc using what was available. How did they react to seeing each other's?
Well, that was like a really fun reveal, because there was a kind of like a real sort of gamification of the process. So for the story development side of it, that was blind. Like no one really knew what version of the story they were working on. And that was by design, because I didn't want to have them all be, you know, the same, or, oh, I can't do that because this person's already doing that. That was completely blind. And so when we had sort of like the story reveal party, it was kind of, it was a real fun experience for that. Just kind of the whole range of creativity was fun to kind of compare and contrast. And because they each wrestled with the same challenges, I felt like it kind of magnified the learning, because if you go like, oh, I see why you did that, or wow, I never would have thought of that. It kind of gave them a chance to kind of expand the learning, I think, in terms of the choices that got made. Yeah.
Do you think you'd do this again in another class? Like when you teach the next class, would you do something similar?
Yeah, I really would. I mean, I think that, part of the goal for this is that, you know, this is now sort of a set of like evergreen teaching tools. Like, you know, this can be handed off to, like Van is teaching a class in this now. So it's designed to be something that can be picked up and played with, and, you know, we can have like a best of in 5 years. You know, we can sort of do a compare and contrast. But I do like to do, you know, very project-based learning things. Like in my MarCom class, which is sort of marketing and communications, again, there was a lot of focus on like filmmaking and video. And so I said, what if you were to make a commercial for Isaacson as you want it to be, you know? And so we're kind of doing another sort of project like this, where they're having to take the learning, which is all about understanding a marketing message, understanding who the audience is, learning how to represent that through storytelling, and, you know, get a specific call to action, but they're doing it in a hands-on way through creating content.
Thanks, Mark.
Sure, thank you all so much for your time.